Qwen Image Edit is out and it is open source and comparable to Nano Banana. But does Nano Banana maintain the crown, the top spot? We're gonna put it to the test. We're gonna test Qwen Image Edit, Nano Banana, GPT Image 1, and Seed Dream. So here are the first images and prompts we're gonna test. We have a woman here, and then we have a gorgeous waterfall on the right side. Both of these are real photos. And the prompt, composite portrait into waterfall, setting with matching natural lighting and mist effects. And here are the results. So Qwen Image Edit Plus, the woman is standing in front of the waterfall. The lighting doesn't look fantastic, but overall this one looks pretty good. Now look at Nano Banana. The woman was weirdly placed in the water. It does not look real at all. In fact, the lighting on her looks horrible. Then we have Seed Dream down here. Seed Dream decided to go with a lot more mist, and it definitely helps the realism of the image because you can't see how her hair and how her body is kind of morphing into the water. But the best, GPT Image 1. This is by far the best version. It looks the least real in my opinion, but in terms of style and consistency across the image and into the background, it is the best. Now, look at the lighting. The lighting on the face has changed completely and looks incredible. It looks like she is actually in front of that waterfall. So for this one, I'm gonna have to give it to GPT Image 1. Next, we have a picture of this SUV and a picture of the desert. Let's try to mash them together. Transport SUV to desert with accurate sand displacement, heat haze, and harsh lighting. And let's see what it does. Here it is, Qwen Image Edit Plus. This looks phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. The light from the sun is blasting off this SUV. The sand is coming up like it's moving, although otherwise it doesn't really look like it's moving, so that's really good. Nano Banana, yeah, this is great. It doesn't look quite as sun blasted. It doesn't have that kind of orange tint to it. It looks much more like it was just plopped in the desert. I would actually say Qwen Image Edit is better than Nano Banana in this case. Then we have Seed Dream down here. This one looks pretty good. And GPT Image 1. I don't see any heat haze here. I don't really see any sand flying up, but the coloring looks really good. The lighting looks really good. So I'd have to choose between Qwen Image Edit Plus and GPT Image 1. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one to Qwen Image Edit Plus. Next, we have this headshot on the left. We have a modern looking office space on the right and the prompt, place executive in modern office with perfect interior lighting, match and professional context. And let's see what it does. Here we go. In Qwen Image Edit Plus, this one looks pretty good, actually looks really good. The guy is sitting in a chair, his hand is on the desk. The lighting looks pretty accurate. For Nano Banana, this one does not look so good. It just looks like he was transposed on top of the previous image, so very unrealistic. We have Seed Dream, which completely failed, just put his face right over it. Same with GPT Image 1. It's crazy to see how different some of these models perform depending on the prompt. But by far, Qwen Image Edit Plus, that's the winner. And a quick thanks to Dell Technologies for sponsoring this portion of the video. Dell Technologies has a family of incredible laptops called the Dell Pro Max featuring NVIDIA RTX Pro Blackwell chips, which are portable AI workhorses. It comes in 14 and 16-inch screen sizes and up to 32 gigabytes of GPU memory. Perfect for on-the-go AI workloads. Check them out, link in the description below. Next, we have a cute picture of two golden retriever puppies in a field. Then we have a beach looking like it's at sunset. So move puppies to sunrise beach with golden hour lighting, sand interaction, and coastal atmosphere. Here it is. Okay, so the obvious one, Nano Banana, this one is a complete fail. The lighting looks horrible. It just looks like somebody who is using Photoshop for the first time made this. Now, Qwen Image Edit Plus, the puppies don't look as realistic, but the lighting is flawless and the sand is good, so that's really good. Seed Dream 4, this I think is my favorite one in terms of the beach, the realism of the puppies, the water, the lighting, everything is so good. And then GPT Image 1, this one's probably second place for me, but definitely Seed Dream 4 is the absolute winner. So as you could tell, All of these models are really good. It's just a function of trying them and seeing which one works best. And in fact, Jonah from my team put together an incredible script where you can run a prompt and upload images automatically to all 4 of these models. We're going to open source that. I'm going to drop a GitHub link down below so you can download this and try it yourself. And maybe you're not a dog person, maybe you're a cat person. Well, this one's for you. We have a cat on the left. We have a blurry kind of iPhone camera-ish Christmas tree celebration on the right. Position cat naturally on furniture with realistic physics and domestic lighting. Now, in the prompt, it doesn't really say anything about the Christmas tree, so let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so interestingly enough, only one of the 4 images includes the Christmas tree. I actually think all 4 of these images are really good, passable, definitely. Let's start from the top. Qwen Image Edit Plus. Very realistic looking cat. The couch, all of it is new. The blur in the background, very nice. This one is an absolute pass. Here we go, Nano Banana, same thing. Different lighting, different couch, but the cat looks the same and it's fantastic. Here we go, Seed Dream. This one I'd say is pretty good. And then GPT Image 1, another really good one. This, in my mind, is probably a tie. If I had to just choose on which one I like best, I'd probably choose Qwen Image Edit Plus. All right, let's do some product placement. Now, we have a beautiful mechanical watch on the left side, and we have this bedroom, very simplistic, modern bedroom on the right. Display watch on bedside table as prized possession with luxury presentation and bedroom lighting. And here we go. So let's go right to Seed Dream. This one was a complete fail. The watch is the size of the bed and everything just looks wrong. Now for Qwen Image Edit Plus, it does look fantastic. However, it's not actually showing the bedroom that we gave it. So I'm going to say this is very realistic looking, but not what we wanted. Then we have Nano Banana, in which we have the watch inside of a case, kind of in front of the bedroom on this little table that matches the table in the original photo, but it doesn't quite do what we wanted. I'd say probably GPT Image 1 is the winner. It's the most closely aligned with the original images. You see, we have this original artwork in the back, we have the blankets, we have the table, and then we have a beautiful watch in the front. The winner is GPT Image 1. Next, we have a FedEx truck parked in a city. On the right, we have maybe another city, but definitely another street inside of a city, and position delivery truck naturally in urban environment with traffic context and realistic shadows. Let's see what we got. All right, so let's see which one sticks out as not so good. I think Nano Banana actually. So the consistency of the city shot is really good. However, the FedEx truck, the lighting just does not match. It looks like it's just sticking out and it's oversaturated here. Then we have Qwen Image Edit Plus. This one looks really good. We can see all the buildings. The lighting looks good. You can see the sun coming from the background, kind of peeking out through under the truck. Same thing with Seed Dream. This one's fantastic. Sun coming through behind it. All of the buildings in the background match. There's kind of a little distortion over here. And then GPT Image 1. I'd probably say this one's my favorite. It's either Qwen Image Edit Plus or GPT Image 1. This one's really good as well. I think in terms of which one I like best, I'm going to have to give it to Qwen Image Edit Plus. All right, let's move on to our next category. This is bleeding edge. We tried to push these models to their limit to see what they were capable of. Let me show you. So we have the watch again, and we have this person's headshot. Position watch exactly 2.3 centimeters above wrist with anatomically perfect skin deformation and precise shadow physics. All right, so let's look for the failures first. So Nano Banana, that is a clear failure. The anatomy does not look right. That's not how somebody would hold their wrist in front of their face. Obviously, the watch is missing a band. It's not even in the right orientation. Qwen Image Edit Plus, this one looks pretty good, except the guy's missing. So that's kind of a failure. Here, Seed Dream, we have like some kind of measurement. It actually tried to output the measurement. The watch looks way too big, and also the orientation of the hand is not right. GPT Image 1, this is by far the winner. Here we go. He's holding up his wrist. This is the right orientation for his hand. The watch is on correctly. The band is on correctly. So GPT Image 1, definite winner. All right, next we have this cappuccino. We have somebody working on a laptop, and we have a kitchen. Position laptop at exact 23-degree angle, showing coffee steam reflection on screen surface. Let's see. Okay, so 23 degrees. I'm not really going to be able to measure that, but let's just start looking. So this steam looks just fake. It just doesn't look good. Here we have we have half of a laptop, so that's an absolute fail. This one, obviously, it looks pretty good, but the reflection is not correct because the laptop is not actually facing the cappuccino, which it is reflecting. So that doesn't really make sense. And then we have this one here. To be honest, all four of them failed this one. So it's really about which one I think is best. This one's using an old school MacBook Air. And so it's probably between these two. I think I'm going to have to give it to Nano Banana on this one. Just in terms of realism, this is the most realistic. All right, now we have this woman again. Change only left iris to amber while preserving every eyelash, pupil reflection, and corneal micro detail. So what we're trying to do is just change her eye color. Here we go. Remember, change only the left iris. This one changed both. This one changed both. GPT Image 1, there we go. Only changed the left, and C Dream 4 only changed the left. Now, with GPT Image 1, we see a much more kind of polished face look, smooth face, really got rid of all the texture. Over here, for C Dream 4, all the texture's still there. This one looks much more realistic. This one looks better overall. I think I'm gonna have to give it to C Dream 4. All right, next we have the woman on the left, the man on the right. Create dual identity face, maintaining both complete identities without blending or morphing. This is a very specific prompt. Let's see which one got it. Here we go. So this is not what we wanted, Qwen Image Edit Plus. This is more akin to what we wanted, but we were kind of hoping they'd be the same size. This is weird. C Dream basically made one face look like the other. She no longer looks like her. She looks much more like the guy. And then we have this one. But I think in terms of following the prompt, we're going to have to give it to C Dream or Nano Banana. This one just looks weird. I think I'm going to have to give it to Nano Banana. All right, now here's a really cool one. So we have this beautiful image of a mountain and a lake, show water flowing in multiple contradictory directions while maintaining realistic surface physics. Let's see which one can get this one right. All right, here we go. First, Qwen Image Edit Plus. I see water flowing. It's kind of interesting how they did it. It looks like a boat just raced through it, so decent. We have Nano Banana, which really didn't do it at all. We have GPT Image 1, which is basically just swirling the water. It doesn't look realistic at all. And then we have C Dream 4, and I'd say this one probably looks the best. It looks like a jet ski went through it, so it's probably Qwen Image Edit Plus or C Dream 4. I'm gonna give it to C Dream 4 on this one. All right, now let's say we want to change the color of something, a very common use case. Let's say a piece of clothing or a car in this case. Let's see how well these models actually do. So here's a red Mustang, transform paint into metallic midnight blue with pearl finish while preserving chrome trim and reflections. Let's see. And here we go. So Qwen Image Edit Plus, this one looks pretty darn good. Nano Banana, same thing, a little bit saturated here. GPT Image 1, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this. It's starting to look deformed a bit. And then certainly C Dream 4, this does not look like the original image. The consistency is lacking here. So I'm going to say probably Nano Banana took the win on this one. And it makes sense. Nano Banana is especially good at image consistency. All right, next we have this kitchen with kind of stained wood style cabinets and recolor cabinets to sage green while maintaining wood grain texture and hardware details. Let's see. There we go. So Qwen Image Edit Plus, I see a little bit of the wood grain, but not too much, but the coloring is really good. Nano Banana for sure maintained the texture of the original wood, but made it the green color. GPT Image 1 looks okay, except it's really missing the wood texture. And C Dream, I'd say, is also really good. Now, just by looking at it, which one do I like best? They all pretty much passed, but I think Nano Banana is it. All right, let's do material transformation. Let's say we want to take this ceramic cup, this little cappuccino cup, and transform it to glass. So transform ceramic to clear glass with realistic refraction, transparency, and light interaction. And here we go. So obviously Seed Dream 4, this is a failure. It could not understand that it needed to fill up the cup with cappuccino, so it's just clear. That's weird. All three of the others look really good though. So it's really just based on taste. I would say probably Nano Banana looks most realistic, but this is just based on my opinion at this point. All right, next let's do face editing. So change hair color to deep auburn with natural highlights, preserve skin tone and hairline exactly, region hint hair. And here we go. Now, Qwen Image Edit Plus. That's so weird. I don't know why it's having these like little dotted markers here trying to point something out. This is a fail. Nano Banana looks pretty darn good. Seed Dream looks good. And GPT Image 1 looks good. She looks the least realistic here. I'm going to have to give this to Seed Dream 4. It's the most realistic. The hair came out, I think, the right color. But yeah, overall, it's really good. All right, what about aging? Let's age this person. So we have maybe a 8 or 10-year-old girl here. Age by exactly 8 years, adjusting facial proportions, height, and maturity. Keep core identity recognizable. And they all failed except GPT Image 1. And I'd say this one came out really good. She still looks like the original girl, except older. And she's wearing a similar dress and has a similar position. But obviously the other ones failed, so we're gonna have to give this to GPT Image 1. All right, let's do it the other way now. Let's de-age them. So reduce apparent age by 25 years, smoothing wrinkles and restoring natural hair color, maintain facial structure. Okay, 25 years. So Qwen Image Edit Plus did not work at all. The hair is the same color, the wrinkles are still there. Seed Dream, the hair got better, but the wrinkles are still there. Nano Banana, the wrinkles are there, but much less. The hair is a natural color, and then GPT Image 1 is a completely different person, so that's going to be a fail. This is Nano Banana by far. I would have liked to see a little less wrinkles, 25 years, hopefully there'd be a little bit less, but looks good. All right, how about transforming into anime style? So transform in anime style with large expressive eyes and stylized features while keeping recognizable. And here we go. This one looks the most realistic still. It looks like she just has an anime face on the same body and hair. This one looks really good. I'd say the only one that really failed is Nano Banana. All three of the other ones are really good. If I had to choose, I'd probably say GPT Image 1 is my favorite. All right, what if we want to make someone look like they just got beat up? Add realistic battle scars across forehead and left cheek, maintain serious expression and skin texture. And here we go. This one does not look real at all. This one, Nano Banana, doesn't look real at all. That eye's gotta be hurting. Seed Dream kind of morphed the face. It's like a lot more narrow now. That's weird. And GPT Image 1, although it doesn't look super real, it is the best out of the four. So that's a win for GPT Image 1. All right, now let's try to change lighting. This is gonna be a cool one. So convert to golden hour with warm sunlight streaming through windows at a 30-degree angle. And here we go. So there's the window, the light's coming in. This one looks incredible. Although, look at the stairs. They're all morphed and not correct. Here we have Qwen Image Edit Plus. Same thing. Look at the morphed stairs. For GPT Image 1, this one looks overly orange. It looks like almost RGB lighting. I think none of them actually look good. If I had to choose a winner, it's either going to be Qwen Image Edit Plus or Nano Banana, assuming that the stairs got fixed in another iteration. Yeah, they are kind of equal. If I had to choose one, I'd probably choose Qwen Image Edit Plus. All right, next, add cozy evening ambiance with warm pendant lights and flickering candles on tables. Here it is. So Nano Banana, I'd say, is a fail because it's too bright in here still. Qwen Image Edit Plus looks really good. These maybe are too dark, but they still are passes. But for me, Qwen Image Edit Plus is the winner. Next, how about silhouettes? Add rim lighting to create a dramatic silhouette while preserving facial feature definition. And here we go. So Nano Banana didn't quite go as hard on the silhouette angle, but it looks good. Qwen Image Edit Plus, this looks pretty good, except you really can't see the cat's face. Same with Seed Dream. I think GPT Image 1 is the winner. It has the silhouette. It still maintains all of the cat's features. So it's either this or Nano Banana. I'm going to give it to GPT Image 1. All right, now what if you want to add motion dynamics to a still photo? Let's see. So add realistic motion blur to wheels and background suggesting highway speed. And here we go. I'd say probably Qwen Image Edit Plus looks the best in terms of the motion blur in the background. Nano Banana is pretty good. GPT Image 1 is really good. Seedream is okay. They're all definitely passable, but if I had to choose which one looks most realistic, I'm going with Qwen Image Edit Plus. Next, two puppies capture mid-leap action with fur dynamics, paw positioning, and realistic physics. Here we go. These don't quite look like the original puppies. Nano Banana coming in, absolutely looking amazing. These puppies look great. They look like the original. All of the physics are there. Seedream looks pretty darn good as well. GPT Image 1 is okay. I'm going to give this one to Nano Banana. Next, let's see what happens when we get this bird flapping its wings. So show wings in flight, positioned with motion blur on wingtips and natural bird aerodynamics. And here we go. So Qwen Image Edit Plus doesn't look like it's flapping its wings very much. Seedream actually looks really good. Same with Nano Banana, same with GPT Image 1. I think I'm going to have to actually give this to Seedream 4. This looks fantastic. It looks like it's about to take off. The wings are blurred already. Really nice. All right, let's say you have an image and you want to add other objects to it. Let me show you how that's done, and let me show you which model does the best. So add roaring fireplace to wall with realistic flames, heat glow, and ambient light reflection. And here we go. It looks like this one is about to burn down, and also it removed the bed, so that's a fail. This one looks okay. GPT Image 1, the fireplace does not look realistic. I think most of all, Qwen Image Edit Plus looks most realistic. However, they really got to fix that fireplace because it's burning the wall above it. All right, let's add professional racing stripes to this Mustang. Add professional racing stripes and sponsor decals matching automotive design principles. And here we go. Actually, all four of them look pretty darn good. But if I just had to choose, I'm thinking it's either going to be Nano Banana or Qwen Image Edit Plus. Again, it seems like these two models are the best for image consistency. So Qwen Image Edit Plus is the winner on this one. All right, next we have that bedroom scene again. Add string lights, creating magical ambiance with proper electrical routing and warm glow. And here it is. So Nano Banana, that's a fail. GPT Image 1, this is pretty darn good actually. Seedream 4, this is pretty good. And then Qwen Image Edit Plus, this is, I'd say, actually quite good. If I had to choose one, I think it's GPT Image 1 because this is the image that changed the most to match the prompt. All right, and very similar to Object Addition, now let's try to remove objects, which is probably one of the most common use cases. First, remove coffee table completely and reconstruct rug pattern, floor texture, and lighting underneath. Okay, let's take a look. All four of them actually nailed it. Now, which one looks the best? I don't actually know. They all look really good. Maybe Nano Banana. This is really what Nano Banana is great at. And by the way, looking at the original image again, it does actually look like the stairs are morphed. So maybe this is an AI image. And back to here, interestingly, Qwen Image Edit gave it a lot of lighting underneath the stairs, underneath the couch. So I think this is going to have to be Nano Banana's win. All right, next, remove bedside lamp and table, reconstruct wall texture, baseboard, and natural lighting patterns. So this right here. This one looks really good. This one looks good. Although Qwen Image Edit Plus decided to add window lighting right here, which was not in the original photo. This one looks really good. Seedream decided to make the wall completely falling apart, and GPT Image 1 worked very well. Also, I think I'm going to have to give this to Nano Banana. It's just the most consistent. All right, next, scaling. Let's zoom out to full body while maintaining facial detail, expression, intensity, and proportional accuracy. My guess is Nano Banana is going to crush this one. And here we go. So zoomed out. This one didn't zoom out. This one zoomed out, but gave her a really weird looking face now. And GPT Image 1 worked really well also. So it's probably between Nano Banana and GPT Image 1. The eyes are closed in GPT Image 1, so I'm going to have to give it to Nano Banana because her eyes are still a little bit open here. So back to the kitchen, shift to bird's eye view showing complete kitchen layout and work triangle efficiency. Okay, so let's see. There we go. So we're from a top-down angle. Let's see which one looks good. This one looks really weird because kind of the sink faucet and the air vent look to have been meshed together. This one, same thing, very weird. This one's weird. None of them really worked all that well. I'm gonna say they all failed. I don't really have a favorite on this one. All right, scale cat to giant size in miniature dollhouse setting with proper physics and lighting relationships. Here we go. Okay, so this one doesn't look real. This one looks real, except really doesn't make sense. Kind of here is blending into the wall. Here we have a cat on top of the house, and here's probably the most realistic one, Seed Dream 4, cat kind of walking through this dollhouse. All right, next, miniaturize entire office as architectural model with tilt shift photography effect. Let's see. This one looks the most tilt shifty. This one looks like it was kind of crafted out of wood. Somebody built it. This one looks pretty good, actually. And this one looks pretty good. I'm going to have to give it to Seed Dream 4. All right, now, the very common use case style transfer. Transform into oil painting with visible impasto brush strokes and impressionist color theory. Okay, here we go. Oil painting. This one probably looks the most oil painting-y, so Qwen Image Edit Plus is the winner. Here, Seed Dream, this actually looks really good also. I think Nano Banana is the only one that really doesn't have that very oil painting look to it. You can actually see the brush strokes here, here, and here. But yeah, Nano Banana is the odd one out. In terms of my favorite, I'm going to have to go with GPT Image 1. Next, convert to watercolor with soft edge bleeding, transparent washes, and paper texture. Here we go. This one really didn't transform at all. Nano Banana doesn't look much different at all. GPT Image 1, very impressive. This one looks really good. Seed Dream 4, also very good. And Qwen Image Edit Plus, also very good. I think it's either going to be Qwen or GPT Image 1. I'll give it to Qwen Image Edit Plus this time. Next, render as technical blueprints with precise engineering lines, measurements, and isometric projection. Here we go. Let's see. All right, I think the clear winner is Nano Banana. All the text looks right. It has the most engineering lines and measurements, and it looks most like a blueprint, except it still has that white color. It's not exactly see-through, but overall, I think that is the best. So I'm going to have to give it to Nano Banana. Here, Qwen Image Edit Plus is struggling with the actual text on the image. Over here, Seed Dream didn't even attempt text, and GPT Image 1 only had a few numbers, no text. Anime style. Transform into anime style with oversized eyes, stylized proportions, and cel-shaded techniques. Here we go. All of them did really well. Okay, so this is just about which one's my favorite. I'm gonna have to go with Qwen Image Edit Plus. This one just looks the best to me, but all of them did really well. All right, next, render as Roy Lichtenstein pop art with Ben-Day dots, bold outlines, and primary colors. Now, for those of you who don't actually know what that means, you're going to see in a moment. You'll probably recognize the style. And here we go. So there is a clear winner. Qwen Image Edit Plus. This looks like that style most of all. Nano Banana did not really capture that artist style. GPT Image 1 a little bit. Maybe Seed Dream, but the clear winner, Qwen Image Edit Plus. All right, and putting text in images is incredibly important. Let's move on to that category. Design movie poster with Adventure Awaits in bold red, Helvetica, and coming 2025 subtitle respecting perspective. Here we go. So this one is a failure. It made the entire thing into a movie poster, although it looks kind of good. This one actually did it quite well. Nano Banana, good job. This one is a failure. This one is pretty good. But if I have to choose, it's going to be Nano Banana on this one because it actually looks like a movie poster. Next, add graffiti. Art is freedom in vibrant blue spray paint with realistic drip effects and brick surface interaction. Here we go. So this one doesn't really look real. This one looks pretty darn good. Seed Dream 4 absolutely nailed it. It looks like it was actually spray painted onto this wall. You can see the bricks peeking through under the blue coloring. And then for Qwen Image Edit, this one's pretty good, but Seed Dream is definitely going to be the winner for me. Next, let's say you're a business owner and want to use a picture and put some text over it. Should be easy, right? Well, apply sale 50% off in large white vinyl letters with correct perspective distortion and glass transparency. Now here we go. The only one that did glass transparency is really GPT Image 1. The rest did not. I think Nano Banana, there's a little bit of transparency here. And then this one decided to go 3D with it, and it kind of has some reflection over there. Very weird. This one has no transparency whatsoever. So I'm going to have to give this one to GPT Image 1. All right, and for our last category, let's change the weather. So add gentle snowfall with flakes on hair, clothing, and realistic accumulation patterns. Here we go. Actually, there's only one clear failure, which is Sea Dream 4. These are not what snowflakes look like, and the hair doesn't look as real. It looks like it just got turned into an anime. I'd say the most realistic is probably Qwen Image Edit Plus. There's the accumulation of snow on her hat, falling down, beautiful. GPT Image 1 looks very good. The accumulation is there, but it doesn't look like the original image as much. So for consistency plus prompt accuracy, Qwen Image Edit Plus is the winner. All right, next, add rain effects with water droplets, wet pavement reflections, and atmospheric moisture. And here we go. So Qwen Image Edit Plus, this looks pretty good, although the droplets hitting the hood of the car don't look very realistic. Nano Banana, I'd say, looks extremely realistic, except we're not really seeing the rain hit the car very much. Sea Dream 4 is okay. I think this one's gonna have to be the winner. GPT Image 1. You can actually see the effect of the water drops on the hood. So yeah, GPT Image 1. And for our last test, add winter setting with snow on fur and visible breath condensation in cold air. And there we go. So very nice snow accumulation. Definitely see the visible breath on all four of them did that really well. This Nano Banana does not look realistic. And I think I'm going to have to choose between Sea Dream and GPT Image 1. And I think GPT Image 1 is the winner. We can see it is hyper realistic, blurred background, snow falling. You could see the breath of the dog. Very, very impressive. A close second, Sea Dream, but GPT Image 1 is the winner. Now, all four of these models performed very, very well. I think Sea Dream probably did the worst out of all of them, but these are four fantastic models that you can use right now. Again, I'm going to drop the script in the description below so you can create these kind of 4-panel image comparisons and get the most out of whatever you need to do with image generation. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.